On this ride, I'm going to be working on just one barrel, and I'm going to be working on spiraling into it and making a small circle around it, as well as coming in from a big circle and making one tight circle around the barrel. I'm focusing on forward momentum with her and keeping her feet moving and trying to get a little bit more drive around the barrel. So the first time I start out trotting and I make a full circle all the way around the barrel very wide, and then I slowly start coming in with my spiral, making the circles smaller and smaller. And then once I get to a fairly tight circle around the barrel, I circle it until I am happy with how she's holding her body for at least one full circle. I'm not wanting her to think about just coming in, turning, and leaving. And then I like to do a counter arc out of the barrel so that I'm working on my shoulder and rib cage control, making sure she's staying nice and soft and supple around the barrels. You're going to get to see her wanting to lope instead of trot here, kind of fight me a little bit and being a little bit stiff, not wanting to get her nose. So I stop her, I just pick up my inside rein and hold my hand very steady until she gives to it. And again, she is still wanting to lope, so I am just waiting until she settles into a trot, and then I'm going to make a full circle around the barrel just at a trot before I start spiraling in. She's going to settle in here right now on this one, so I start by making my full circle around, making sure that she is soft in the rib cage, soft in the face, keeping that nice arc in her body, and then I start spiraling in to my smaller circle around the barrel. I'm focusing on driving her around, making sure that she is driving that hind end up underneath her while maintaining that body position. And then I do a couple circles around the barrel, really focusing on getting her feet moving, driving her around, making sure she's staying nice and soft, and thinking about finishing the barrel. And I do the same thing. I pick up a counter arc to get her switched over and headed in the other direction. You can do the spirals a couple times both directions if you like, but I went right into coming into my smaller circle on this next direction change here. So I make a nice wide circle around the barrel, and then I pick a point and I look for my pocket, and I come right in and make that small circle around the barrel just like we would if we were doing the actual pattern. And I do the same thing. I do a couple circles around it, making sure that she is driving around it, staying nice and soft and not thinking about just coming in, turning and leaving. And then I do the exact same thing, pick up a counter arc and switch directions and make a nice circle around the barrel, nice wide circle, and then I pick my spot and come in and make my smaller circle around the barrel. I'm looking to come in and set up my pocket, and then I make sure that she is staying the same distance all the way around the barrel, driving around, and when I really feel her driving and pushing and pulling, then I let her leave. And then now I'm going to ask her to pick up a lope, and then I'm going to start by doing my spirals this direction. Again, I do one nice big round circle around the whole barrel before I start spiraling in. And we've started our little spiral in here. And I'm looking to make sure that she is driving around the barrel, staying soft again, keeping the same distance around the barrel the whole time. I'm using my body to push her around the barrel, and when I feel her really load up and drive, then I let her leave the barrel, and we do that counter arc and we ask for a lope in the other direction, and I start my spiral to the left. Now on this circle, I am going to be doing my single circle. So I'm going to do a nice big circle around the barrel, and then I'm going to pick my spot, and I'm going to ask her to come in and turn this barrel just like it would be on the pattern. And I want to make sure that I'm feeling her drive around it before I let her leave. I did my big circle a couple times just to work on that forward momentum and making sure that she's not getting sticky with her feet, because she wants to be very turny before I let her come in. And I'm really driving her around the barrel. And then I make sure that she is loaded up and powering out before I let her leave. And we switch directions and do the same thing to the left. So I make sure that we have good momentum on this wider circle before I pick my spot to come in and make this smaller circle. I pick my spot, I come in and I drive her around the barrel, making sure that she is moving those feet, really driving around. She did a really good job on this one. I was very happy with how she felt. And we leave, and that is it for today.